What do you hope they take away from this film?
The message of this film is that you are enough. It's a message that I try to allow them to see for themselves, all the girls at the school, and it's the #1 lesson that Maya Angelou gave to me. You are enough.
You had to sprout out some amazing poetry. Did you connect to that before you even did this role?
It was very challenging for me. I was really scared about this project. I mean, I was so excited to get the role and so excited to work with Ava. But when I saw my part, it was from the very beginning incredibly daunting to me.
Really? Why?
Well, because I'm speaking someone else's words, and those words mean a lot to people, and they're famous enough that they're used as quotations in this movie, and so it's like I have to nail them, and I have to remember them. So as a character, when you're remembering as an actor, it was really interesting, because when you're saying something you feel, it's easy to remember it. But when you're saying a quotation, to get every single word right, it's a little harder to memorize, strangely. So that was challenging, but it was a good challenge.
She said you were sort of mama on set.
Well, at the time, I was a mom. Like, I was the only mom, right?
Oh, right.
So I would be mindful of bedtimes and homework and, mommy stuff. But I also have teenage kids. So I have a different compassion. I think it only because I'm living it every day when I go, even home from work.
I don't think any of us would have ever thought that you would be described as insecure one day.
No.
You handled that with such grace.
Well, thank you.
And anything else you want to say on that matter?
Well, I just believe that when, it's no different than anybody else who's attacked on Twitter or people say things about you that are unkind or not true through social media. I think lots of people have experienced that. And then some people try to fix it by going head on and saying something back, and then it just escalates.
Of course.
Well, the truth, there's a law that says what you put out comes back, what you put out comes back. Physics. And so, I just don't operate my life that way. I wouldn't respond to anybody saying something that was necessarily negative. When somebody criticizes, and especially if it's coming from the President of the United States, you want to say, is there anything valid there? So I went back and I looked at the tape, and I didn't feel that there was, but I did.
You thought about it.
Yeah, it put me in check. I said, okay, let me check that. I went back, and that's the first thing I did, looked at the tape.
These companies are taking their money out of the NRA. They're saying no more discounts for the members of the NRA. So there is a shift happening, and it might be minute, little baby steps, but I feel it. And I asked you, are you hopeful? You were like, oh no. Are you hopeful today?
I am more hopeful that what happened with these children in Parkland says that, wow, they're not going to sit it out. They've said enough is enough. Yeah.
I just wanted to say, like, having teenage kids, the sense and the feeling of activism in this country right now is incredible. And I think and it's sort of part of this movie as well. There's nothing more powerful than your belief in something and belief in the good and finding the good. And I think we have so much to learn from these kids, but learn, like, they have a voice and they are powerful and standing up for what you know is right in this world. Look how many people are now following these kids.
Want more extra? Hit the subscribe button and the bell and never miss a video.